1776. They told us it was for freedom, the dawn of a new age of democracy, liberty and progress. But what if that was the exact opposite? What if 1776 wasn't the beginning of freedom, but the end of something far greater? Because in that single year, everything changed. Yes, hello, welcome to the channel. It's me, Chris Brooks. I hope everyone's keeping well. Well, I've finally got my new computer, so I'm hoping I'll have less trouble with this one. Never rains, it pours. But anyway, where were we? Oh, that's right, yes. In Bavaria, a secret society was born. The Illuminati. A network built not for enlightenment, but for control. At the same time, in Europe, a family of bankers, the Rothschilds, began their rise, creating the financial web that would soon stretch across the empires and centuries. Across the Atlantic, revolution broke out in the American colonies, a war that we were told was about independence, but it may have been about something else entirely. And quietly, almost invisibly, a name began to disappear from the maps: Tartaria. Tartaria. A vast, ancient civilization that spanned continents. It wasn't a scattered kingdom or a primitive tribe. It was advanced, unified and harmonious. They understood energy, not electricity from wires, but energy from the ether. They built cities that resonated on frequency and geometry, structures that healed, architecture that channeled power, technology that worked with the earth, not against it. But what happened to it? Why does nobody talk about Tartaria today? Because they erased it. A great reset? They didn't just conquer it, they rewrote it. They buried the evidence under a new story. That these magnificent buildings were all built by colonial architects with horse-drawn carriages and hand tools in 2 years for a World's Fair, and then demolished it right after. Look closer. The so-called World Fairs were cover stories, global theatre, a way to explain the architecture that survived the reset. They called them temporary, but they were never built from scratch. And when the old world couldn't be disguised anymore, it was burned. San Francisco, Chicago, Boston, Seattle. Fires, they said. But maybe they were more like cleanups. Once the old world was destroyed, they created a new one. A world built on debt, not energy. Scarcity, not abundance. Control, not freedom. Central banks replaced free exchange. Maritime law replaced natural law. Religion replaced spirit. And education became indoctrination. The same families that funded the wars, funded the rebuilds, funded both sides every time. Not to conquer nations, but to reset them. The Rothschilds didn't just fund empires, they funded eras, they funded restarts, they financed the deletion of everything that didn't serve them or their system of control. Tartaria was too free, too advanced, too connected to truth. So they inverted everything. Free energy became fossil fuel, healing frequencies became superstition, the ether became empty space, spirit became religion, nature became a commodity, and freedom became a beautifully packaged illusion. And yet, the truth always finds its way back. It echoes through time, through the ruins that they couldn't destroy, through symbols they couldn't hide, and through the instincts of those who remember that something feels off. We are that generation, the ones waking up in the aftermath of a manufactured reality. We're not conspiracy theorists, we're pattern recognizers. We're the children of the civilization that they try to delete, and we're beginning to see it. Architecture, the maps, the energy patterns, the old photographs that don't make sense. We're beginning to remember. Because 1776 wasn't the start of freedom. It was the start of the illusion of freedom. They call it progress, but it's just inversion. And now we flip it back. We realign, we rediscover, we remember the old truths, and build the world that they wanted to erase. 1776 wasn't the beginning. It was the cover, and the cover is coming off. Let me know what you think in the comments, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.